back to my channel. My name is Laura. I recorded this and then lost my video, so I'm re-recording this. So book number 39, I misplaced my video, but book number 39 was The Bear, and I'll put a picture here because I'm too lazy to go upstairs to get my book. Sorry. So anyway, I finished The Bear finally, and I liked it. In the very beginning, I liked it. I gave it 3 stars. It's about a 5-year-old who tells the story, so it gets a little redundant while you're reading it. You know how 5-year-olds talk. So yeah, so she goes on, the family goes on a camping trip, and her parents get attacked by a bear, and she witnesses it, and she has to leave and with her 3-year-old brother. So the whole story is told by the 5-year-old, so it got a little repetitive, as I said. It was very brutal at sometimes, and yeah, so I gave it 3 stars. Okay, on to my other videos. I finished 3 more books. I'm going to share with you my thoughts on them. But first I want to say that my daughter had my hair in braids, so that's why my hair is kind of curly. I just took the braids out. I had a 2 braid going down my back. I will stick the picture of what it looked like. My daughter took a picture of it, so I'll stick the picture now, and then I will do my reviews. Okay, on to book number 40. Book number 40 is a book 2 of a series. I read The Reptile Room. This was for #MGLit. I'm reading middle grade for the month of May, and this is book 2 of The Unfortunate Events, and I really enjoyed this one. It still has this Despicable Me theory to it, where there's an evil uncle and the orphans are with them, and he just continues to be evil and really mean to them. And I really enjoyed it. So there's lots of snakes in this one, and there is a murder in this one. So yeah, so but I did enjoy this one. I will be continuing watching the series, which will be episode 2, and right now my son is reading book 3, so as soon as he finishes, he'll give me that book so I continue on with the series. I gave this one 4 stars. Okay, so since we're in middle grade month, my 41 book is a book that I wasn't going to read it, but I picked it up last night and I started reading it, and I finished it this morning. So I really enjoyed it. I picked up book 1 of a series, and I never read this one, but my son has read all of them, and he has every single one on the shelf. So yeah, so I picked this one up. I read Diary of the Wimpy Kid. Yes, I did read it. I enjoyed it. This is by Jeff Kinney, and I gave this one 4 stars, I think, or maybe 5. I don't remember what I rated it, but I really enjoyed it. It is a middle grade book, so I added it as my middle grade reads, and there is like images. I really enjoyed the images in this book. What I also enjoyed about this book was there were parents in this book, and mostly when I read middle grade or YA, there are never parents around, and this one has parents, and they just like, it was so funny, the things that happened in this book. Like, I could really relate to some of the parents, especially when they have video games and the one dad was like searching to make sure it was appropriate and stuff like that. I thought it was really really amazing. I will continue on. It was a fun read. It took my mind off my troubles too. So yeah, so I gave this one, I think 4 or 5 stars. I don't remember what I gave it, but yeah, it's high up there. So yeah, so that's this one. Okay, so moving on to my audiobook. I finished book number 42, and book number 42 is The Dead House. I actually had like a half hour to go, and I said, you know what, I'm going to just sit here and finish this book because I wanted to finish it. This is the most amazing audiobook I have ever listened to. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, at least once a week I have a new audiobook that I'm listening to, but this one was the best audiobook I ever heard. It's told in diary form, which I didn't think they were going to do a good job. And I wonder if Illuminate is the same way. I wonder if their audiobook is good. So it is told like in interviews and diary entries and videos, and I really thought I wasn't going to like the audiobook, but the audiobook had many, many, many different voices, and lots of sound effects. So like when the doctor was talking to the girl and she says, "You want to leave the room," you would hear click, 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 and you'd hear the door slam. It was like amazing. And then when there was like really intense things that were happening in the book, the music came on like in a horror story. Yeah. So this book is about this girl here, and she is living in an asylum. So she is in a mental institution. I had no idea, like, until I went into this book, and I'm like, I looked it on Goodreads, and it doesn't even mention mental illness at all. So I was like really confused. But she has a split personality where at nighttime she is one person, and in the daytime she's a different person. So, and even on the back cover you can see that she is dark here, and that's her personality is really nasty there, and then her personality here in the daytime is like very sweet and sweet. So yeah, so the book is really cool, really creepy, and in the audiobook you get to hear both personalities and all that. So yeah, so she's living in this asylum and mental institution, and she was put there after her parents were killed, and it goes on, and I don't want to tell you anymore because I don't want to spoil the book or anything. So but I really, really enjoyed it. Great audiobook. If you can get the audiobook, I highly recommend the audiobook. Yeah, I gave this one 5 stars. It has lots of creepiness into it. I just want to warn you though, there is mature content in here. There are murders and sex and stuff like that in this book. Even at the end of the book, like on page 370, the author even puts a warning in there saying that no one under 18 should continue on reading the ending of the book. So yeah, so there is a warning. The author even states it in the book. So yeah, highly recommend adult teens or 18 and over read this book. But I really enjoyed this. So yeah, 5 stars. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.